Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Okay, and there's something on my screen and I can't see. It's the Morning Mac show. And I can't see nothing because I came back from the eye doctor. And so I'm gonna need some help this morning. But I don't know who out there who can see me, who can't see me, because I can't see y'all. So I'm gonna need some help this morning trying to I think I'm blocked. Am I blocked on Facebook, Molly?
Yep.
What is Facebook saying?
Saying we should be doing too much.
I said I'm
You
doing
keep
too
telling
much.
too much good news out here. We ain't got time for.
I don't even know why they blocked me, but all I see is red up
Yeah.
there.
They'll let you know on your Facebook page. All I can see is saying that Facebook blocked right now.
For
But
an hour.
not the YouTube.
I wasn't even on. So how did I get blocked for an hour? I wasn't even on there.
Nah, I ain't say for an hour. I don't know how long you blocked. They'll let you know though. It probably be something they already warned you about.
My thing ain't even up on my page. You know where the Morning Mac show pops up that you send me out on my page? It ain't even there.
Yeah.
So they must have really I don't know what y'all did, Facebook, but y'all get on my damn nerve. I don't know what you think I showed. But am I on live on YouTube? Am I on live there? Or did they
Yeah.
block me too?
Yeah, I'm sending it out to everybody now.
And let them
YouTube.
know that Facebook did some janky stuff again.
We
I
call
gotta
it
talk
face
to
block.
the people that own uh, Facebook because they wrong. They know they wrong. I ain't even do nothing. I can't see. It would help me if I could see just. I'm clicking literally clicking on pictures that I can make up that's blurred because my eyes I can't see. Oh my gosh! I just came back from the eye doctor. This is so funny. This is Turn Up Tuesday for your butt. Turn up Tuesday. Turn it up. 'Cause I'm trying to
Mm.
turn it up, y'all. Can I turn it up? Well, I'm gonna talk about the subject that happened last night, right? We were in Old Town Alexandria doing a open mic thing, right? And the community in there was put it like this: me and two other comedians were the turds in the milk. I'm gonna say it like that. It was all flowing like that, right? And then one Asian guy that was up there, comedian in the room, accused the room of being racist anyway. No, but this is a racist show. Everybody's in here white. And it was so funny. But one of the guys, one of the comedians, I don't know if this is the actual viewpoint or if he really thinks the way that he do, but he made the comment. We've said it before on the Morning Mac show about the minority and the majority, and he was saying that kudos to the people coming from the Ukraine so they can strengthen their numbers again and they could be the majority again, right? He's not from Ukraine, but he wants them to come and we just talked about this on the Morning Mac show. That's why they're able to come in and get benefits and all that good stuff. Because I don't know if you know, like Dr. Omar was saying that these people are coming from all these different countries, but certain people are allowed to come in and apply for SSI. That stands for Social Security Insurance. That's the supplemental, stipend pay. That's usually when people get that SSI, it's for the people who unable to work for medical, physically, or mentally. You have to have a disability. You have to be aged up or disabled, some type of disabled way, right? I did not know that language is the disability, but the people from Ukraine speak English, so they can't use that. So what are they saying? They got PTSD, mental disability, but still they're coming to another country. Y'all not hearing me? All your tax dollars that we paying and stuff that you think is going to take care of you later, they're giving it away now. People be like, oh, what's the big deal? They're getting SSI, so what? The big deal, it wouldn't be such a big deal except wait till you need it or wait till it's time for you to retire and there's nothing in the till because they done already gave it away, young people. So that's the so what part. But it goes like this. You are required to pay taxes, right? They're forcing us to pay taxes. But these people, migrants, immigrants, whatever you want to call, could come from other countries, dip into your till where you've been paying your taxes into, and they're not forced to pay taxes. Did you know that? That people with green cards and stuff like that don't pay taxes? I didn't know that. I didn't freaking know that. Did y'all know that? That they ain't got to pay taxes. So how is it that you're not paying taxes, but you digging in the damn till? Get your hand out my pocket. Ain't that what they said? Michael said, get your hand out of my pocket. Do we open up our wallets and our purses to let people dig in and take what they will? Let me know if you do that. And I want to meet you after you get paid so I can dig in your wallet and purse and take what I will. And then leave you with whatever's left. Go on and pay your bills and live with that. Am I wrong? I just want to know, am I wrong for thinking the way I do or feeling the way I do? And everybody was like, oh, don't forget about the past. Okay, let's say we forget about the past. Don't even bring the past up. What your future look like? Huh? What your future look like? Huh? Answer that question. What do your future look like? Get it together, people. Get it to freaking together. Because I'm going to tell you what your future ain't going to be. Don't think by the time you get your ass up there retirement age, there'll be something in the till for you. Because it don't look like it will be. Don't ever get hurt or get sick or get disabled or need any type of assistance for the government. Because guess what? Don't look like you're going to get none. That's what your future look like. Your future look like you ain't even going to be able to get no good paying job because you're going to be sourced out. They're going to put other people in place than you, and you're going to have to fight triple, quadruple times as hard to get a good job, to get a decent job, to meet these market value prices, which is high as freaking freak. You know what I'm saying? Food is high. Gas is going up again. So what your future look like? Don't look like you're going to get any manageable type rent. Everything is overpriced. And if you ain't got no overpriced job, meaning if you ain't got no job paying you enough money to sustain your future, what you gonna do? You better not go to the government because you can't, because it's not in the future no more. Certain programs that help minorities and majority people, guess what? They not in existence anymore. It's not in the future no more. What your future look like? We ain't worried about the past. I want to know about your future. Molly, did somebody come in the house?
Yeah, that's Weezy in here. What up, Weezy?
Great day, y'all. I was just listening. I was listening to I wanted to hear what you had to say. I was just listening.
But I can't hear you, baby.
I said great day, y'all. I was listening to what you had to say. I didn't want to interrupt you before I said anything.
Uh,
Oh,
Michelle got a question. Pucciarelli. Hey, Pucciarelli.
hey,
Can you
Pucciarelli.
and Reese, make your Facebook back public. I got you back on Facebook. It just ain't gonna have the beginning, but we on it now.
Okay, because they kicked me off, y'all.
Pucciarelli said we shouldn't forget about the past. We have to learn from it and then use our voices to make a change. Aren't we stronger together?
But everybody's saying forget the past. So I didn't want to even bring up the past and play to figure out how important it is. It all works together. We need knowledge of all. But my thing is now, forget the past. Let's concentrate on your future. What your future look like?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I just think that a lot of people don't know that just believing in racism period is a religion. You know, like you got white people really out here thinking they superior just because they white. You know, that's a belief. They believe that. That don't make it true. So you got black people that counter and say, you know, they think that white people got it better or that we got it bad, which sometimes we do, but that's the mindset. Once we change the mindset, I think we'll change our actions. But it's scary, man, because a lot of people don't know their history. So I'm with Michelle. We do got to learn where we really come from, not what they give us, you know, because they tell us all types of things. People don't know New York and all these places been here for thousands of years, you know, so they be telling all these Bible stories and stuff. How you know they ain't talking about the land that we walking on right now? So it just be skeptical now, though. But it's starting to get out there. It's starting to get more out there. I got a clip for y'all in a little bit. This shit.
Oh,
What
You
did
know,
it
I
come
I,
on?
I honestly believe that if we continue to look at the way things will be later on negatively, it will be negative. I am honestly hopeful for the future because I know that anything that we need, anything that we want, we can have it. It might not be the way that we think it should be, but we can have anything that we need. We have to honestly go back to our old ways, and it's not necessarily history, but it is history. We have to learn to be comfortable with bare minimum, not even bare minimum, with minimal. We All this stuff that we have, we don't need all this stuff. We don't need to have all these big things. We don't need to have all this expensive stuff. We don't have to walk around and have shrimp and scallops and steaks and lobsters
mm-hmm.
every goddamn day. We don't have to sit and spend
Trees.
all this money on shoes. We don't have to have the most expensive clothes. We don't have to have all these big ass cars that guzzle gas. We don't have to have this stuff. We have to learn to get back to the basics. And I think if we learn how to be satisfied and pleased within things that do not cost us part of our body, then we would be okay. We don't have to eat all day long. I know that's something that we do because we're able to have the resources. But food is a drug, just like sugar, just like cocaine, just like crack, just like all this stuff is drugs to our body, and we have overindulged so long that we can't see ourselves without it. We are going to have to stop fussing and let these people tear themselves down because it looks like they're hurting us. They hurting themselves. They trying to take from us, but they just taking from themselves because us as a people have always survived. It is time for us to get out of survival mode and learn to thrive, learn to live without all this access. It can happen. We just have to be comfortable and appreciate the things that we have and stop trying to reach for what we don't have. And you can still reach for the stars, you can still reach for the different planets without taking your morals, without losing who you are. You don't need all of that to be successful. You don't need all of that to thrive. We
Well,
got to
I'm
learn
going.
what it is.
I'm going to thrive because and Weezy, I do need a big car so I can fit in it comfortably. because I don't want to be in a Toyota hatchback, a Honda Civic,
Ma'am, you
or
can fit in the Toyota
but
comfortably.
I want to
Move
be.
that
I'm
seat
a big
back.
girl. I want to be comfortable. Every time I
I'm a
hit a
big
speed bump, it's scraping underneath the bottom. You should see us in Michelle's little Kia. I be holding on to the old shit bar, and we coming over the bump. She's oh shit, girl, we
yeah,
be
but guess
going
what? Guess what? Guess
down over
what?
that car.
Guess what? You getting
But thank
around.
you,
You're
Michelle.
getting around.
We get around, we scraping the bottom. We may be sparking up sparks, but we get, and it's so funny because Michelle is small and petite, and here go my big old roly poly butt. But I roll with it. I do what I gotta do. I thrive with it. I do what I gotta do. I
Look,
fight.
and
I'm a
that's what you
fighter.
do.
I'm
You
a
know, a lot of us,
survivor. I'm a thriver. I
yeah,
work harder. I don't work harder. I'm trying to work
Definitely.
smarter.
yeah,
Stop
but it's time for us to let it go. We gotta let it go. And I guarantee you,
whatever.
a lot of us, a lot of yeah,
I'm not look. I said in the past that what the future look like. I mean, I guess what my futures may be different because when you have certain restraints or restrictions placed upon you mentally or physically, it kind of puts you in a box. And I'm trying to find my way to climb out this motherfucking box that they try to put me in as disabled and as controlling your earning power. It's in controlling your doctors, controlling everything you do
let
up
me,
to
let
your
me
living because I can't see right now. I don't know if
right.
people know. Because I just had my eyes done. Everything is blurry. Now, when you're dependent on other people to help you thrive and survive, that's a different box, Weezy.
Yeah.
That's a different box. I gotta fight to learn a different way to get around. Because I can't go down the street like y'all go down the street because I can't see the street. So
Right.
I said, I gotta figure a different way to get around and maneuver in this world. That's why I fight so much. Because people don't give a freak about the elderly people or the disabled people no more.
It's true. It's unfortunate,
You
but it
know,
is true.
that's why I'm trying to get a nonprofit called HEAD, helping elderly and disabled. I've been wanting to do that since my grandmother was living. And when you become one of the elderly or the damn disabled, baby, it's a different type of living. People take for granted a lot of stuff when you talk about thriving.
Yeah.
Thrive with some handicaps, thrive with some restraints, thrive with some disability. You could do it, but it's harder. I'm not saying it's not possible.
It takes a little bit longer, yes.
It take- and,
It takes
and
more
I'm
planning, yes. But it is
it's doable.
achievable. Yes. And the thing, let's go back because we talk about the future a lot. We talk about the future, we talk about what we want, how we want it, what it looks like, and we forget about our gift, the present. We skip over where we are now to go worry about and fuss about and stress over what's supposed to come, but we don't know what's to come. We can only speculate. We can only assume. But the thing is, we have to make changes today, make changes uh throughout our time in this present moment so that it will affect later on. The
Right.
butterfly effect. We make those ripples today. You can't, and the thing is, if you're worrying and stressing and about to go crazy over tomorrow, then that's how tomorrow's going to be crazy and stressful and frustrating and confused. You can't do that. Stop putting that out in the atmosphere. Know that you're going to be fine. Know that you're going to be taken care of. Know that all is going to be well, regardless of whether it's stupid ass government doing what they doing or every other government in the world doing what they doing. We have to stop making that problem our problem. Though we are affected, yes. But the thing is, we have to live in a state of mind that I'm all good regardless of what they doing. I'm all good regardless of what my neighbor doing. I'm all good regardless of what this person doing, that person doing. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how I'm feeling in this moment. I don't care if I ain't got no money for the next 30 weeks. Guess what? I'm all good because everything's going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
We got to stop
We got to
feeling.
make it all good for us. We got to go out there and make it happen. And you know why
Yeah,
I'm
and you
good,
can't do
Reese?
that
Because I
thinking
got
that.
people like you in my life. I got people like Michelle, people that love me. I got people that come over and wash and braid my hair up, that keep my hair on my scalp. I got people that love me, that look after me like that. Right, Louise?
Mm-hmm.
right? Wait, Reese. Hint,
Yeah.
hint.
But the thing is, yeah, I hear you. The thing is, we have to know within ourselves, and it's important to know this because a lot of us don't understand. A lot of us are so used to doubting and so used to swaying like the wind when it comes to our emotions and stuff because how media portrays things and how they just put that fear and put that scarcity and put that feeling of lack and unworthiness upon us because it's in the ways, but we have the right to change the channel. We have the right and we have the power to change the narrative, and we need to start doing that. And it starts within us. You can't change nothing if you can't change yourself. And you can't walk out here and tell somebody that things gonna be okay if you don't believe it yourself. So we have to make that change within us. And we have to walk and act and talk and live in that change so that things around us can change. We create the atmosphere, we create our universe. And if you want chaos and drama and doubt and unworthiness and neglect and stuff in that atmosphere, keep pouring that shit in there. But if you want to live in a state of peace, if you want to live in a state of abundance, if you want to live in a state of non-worrying, that you're gonna have sometimes that's natural, that's our human nature. But you can continue to fight against that if you create that for yourself. Forget what they talking about. I don't watch the news because I ain't got time for that nonsense. I know what's happening in the world. Guarantee I do. But I'm not gonna sit there and be poured into like that. I'll read about it. I'll figure it out. But the fact of the matter is, if we continue to allow this media, you're on a media platform now. If we continue to pour the negativity that they pour into us, we're doing nothing but spread negativity and we're making our future negative. We have to take the information that we learn, you share the information, but you put the positive spin on it. Hey, I know these dumbasses doing something up in the gut, but let's not worry about that. I'm going to inform you as what they're doing, but I don't want to implement the fear that they're putting on us. I want to pour positivity into you because you're going to make it. Regardless, it may not look like the way that the world tell you it's supposed to look, but you're going to make the way it looks for you. Your success is based off what it looks for you, not what somebody else tell you it's supposed to look like. And we have to continue to operate in that manner and stop worrying about what the next person doing. Stop worrying about the quote unquote white person doing. Stop worrying about the black, Spanish, whatever. We got to stop putting these racial things on us because race is false. It ain't real. None of that is real. So we have to get over whatever's going on over there and realize that it's us against them, those who want the power of the world. Everybody.
How do we do it, Weezy? Give me a plan.
I gave you a plan. We
You
got to
said
stop fighting. We
worrying.
got to stop. We
Wait.
got to stop fighting against each other. It's not us against them. It's not us against us. We have to look at each other and say, you know what? We are you. You ain't my enemy. You're not my enemy, and I don't have no problem with you. As long as you put your hands on me, as long as you don't cause harm to my family, as long as you don't take from me, I'm good.
Okay.
You
So,
got to have that mindset. And the
so
only way to do that is to constantly work on yourself and drop your stereotypes, drop the prejudice you have of other people, and continue to live. As long as somebody don't do nothing to you or those you love, I don't see why you should have a problem with them.
okay. No, I don't have a problem with
No,
nobody.
not you. Not
You said
you.
people in general.
Stop personalizing what I'm saying.
I
Listen,
forgot.
I'm make
I
yeah,
think you're talking to me.
no, I'm speaking in general because we all have prejudices. We all stereotype people. We all look at people out of side eye because of our history of pain, because of our history of people taking advantage of us, because of our history of people stealing and killing. But the fact of the matter is, history only repeats itself if you continue to live the way it was in history. We have so much knowledge now, but we are the dumbest generation because we do not utilize the knowledge that we have. We have to continue. We have to stop being in fear. We have to stop operating and allowing the people of, I'm not going to say control, but they have some sort of control of us because they have control of our minds. If they get control of their minds, they can control your emotions. If they can control your emotions, they can control what you do. We're going to have to learn how to separate that and see it for what it is. The government wants to control everyone. They want to put us against each other so that they continue to go on with their plan. If we stop and think about what they're doing, we can go against them instead of each other, and we can take this world back. We can create peace. Yes, it takes war sometimes in order to get peace, but we got to stop letting people, this damn government, those above the government, and we need to stop letting money control us because money is not real. It's not tangible. It's not something that, if they can go print money, what makes it real? Resources are real. Bartering is real.
When you go to the grocery store, what we need it. When we go to the
Well,
gas
we
station,
need, what I'm
we
saying is, but
need
you can't allow it to control you. You can't allow it to control the thing. What I got, what I'm talking about, Reese. Yes, you need money to go buy food, but then all this earth it supplies our food. Why we don't eat from the land?
we need the gas, we need clothes. It's just more than just food.
I
If we was
understand that.
living in
I
those
understand
times,
that.
let's say the grid go off. If the grid go off system, everything go offline when we had to go back to scratch like people do, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to
Man,
that.
I'm gonna have the
Because
time of my life ripping and running around in these streets, in the woods, outside, teaching my kids how to do things, which I'm doing them, teaching them now anyway. I'm gonna have a ball because all this stuff is stressful. The frequencies in the air is ridiculous. All it does is cause anxiety and stress, and people getting sick because they worrying about this and worrying about that. We have to remove ourselves from this thing. Yes, you have to buy things. Yes, you have to pay bills. Yes, you have to do these things, and there's nothing wrong with money. I'm not saying there's something wrong with money, but we worship it. We think that we're going to die if we cannot buy this dress or have this food or buy this. We have to remove the feeling of money from us so when we get it, we can let it flow. It's a frequency.
mm,
Just like we're a frequency. Money's going to come to you. You are and you have everything that you need. So anything that you need will flow to you. You have to have that understanding that what I need will come because I already have it. If we stop stressing out over money, if we stop stressing out over bills, if we stop stressing out over this stupid ass government, we will be just fine. Yes, you need money to pay your bills and it's going to come. Yes, you need
say the
money to buy
stupid ass
food
government
and it's
again.
going to come.
Say that part.
Stupid ass government
Okay.
because they dumb as hell. And all they worrying about is quote unquote power when every
Take
other
over.
country is worrying about the same thing. I don't, you know, I don't have time for it. I'm not trying to teach my children to live in fear. We've been living in fear far too long. My children have to thrive. I refuse to have them in a situation of survival because we've been in it for too long. All you do is walk around on autopilot. Life goes past you and you missing stuff. No. It is time for us to see what's around us and live in the moment and stop worrying about what's going to happen in 20 years. If you don't do nothing now, nothing's going to change in 20 years. Live your life now. Put those positive things in the air. Preach these positive things. Teach people how to love each other and love themselves and eat different and sound different. Even if you just eating, it don't matter what you eat meat, fruit, vegetables, bread, whatever you eat it. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is, we can't keep on continuing to live in a place of judgment, and a place of stress, and a place of worry, and a place of why. That's all we do for years. We've been asking why white people don't like us, why the government doing it to us, why we fight each other, why we kill each other. Why? Stop asking why and just change. Change yourself. Change how you think. Change how you move. Change how you pray. Change how you meditate. Get up in the morning and just look outside. We got to start going back to how things were in the beginning so we can say, fuck this government and live like we supposed to. We got to stop stressing. We got to stop worrying because they ain't doing nothing but killing you. It's killing us. Let it go. Be like Elsa and let it go. God dang it. I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to go on a tangent, but y'all, come on now.
She went on the tangent, y'all. She went on a tangent. But I'm not gonna say what she said was right or wrong. That's Louisa's opinion, and she's entitled to it. But she did hit a lot of good points, and I did agree with her on a lot of things. For the most part, I do agree. And my vision, like I said, I see things a little bit differently because I actually see differently. Like when we had the stigmatite, when we just dealing with color, but unfortunately, I got a third one thrown on me as well with the color. People
Well,
think they're better than each other by their abilities as well. People look down on people that's disabled.
that's
People,
true.
people, and that's another stigmatite that I was forced to learn. People do look that they think that oh they think if you're in a wheelchair, they think if you're dirty, they think if you're disabled that you're dirty as well.
Right.
They think that you're unsanitary, you're unsavory, you're undesirable, and people tend to shun us away. Dealing with color is one thing, but dealing with your color and you disabled, you just like violent and disgusting.
And it's unfortunate, but guess what? Guess what? Tell them to
That's
kiss
not
your
how.
grits.
That's what I fight against.
Tell them to kiss your grits. Anybody got time for what they
Yeah, but
feel
wait,
like?
they can't kiss my grits. I'm gonna eat my grits. They can
The-
kick rock. They kick rock. The flip rock, but don't mess with my food.
That's another no. That's another version of kiss your ass. I'm trying to work on my language. Tell them to kiss your grits
I know.
and get out your face because it doesn't even matter. It does not matter. People who have a problem with those who are disabled don't see themselves as possibly being that way. They have no empathy nor respect for anybody, and it's unfortunate for them because they may end up that way,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna want
Everybody
the
gonna get
same
old too.
respect. Yeah, everybody got to get old. We all have to get there. Some don't make it, unfortunately. But for those who do make it, you make the best, and you are supposed to respect and treat your elders as a way that they are precious. You're supposed to love your elders. You're supposed to tend to your elders because they are eventually going to be your ancestors. You should
They
not
are.
disrespect them because eventually you're going to be somebody's ancestor. You're supposed to treat people the way you wish to be treated, whether they old, disabled, young, disabled, or just whatever. Different color because race is a social construct. It's not real. So, we're supposed to treat people with respect and kindness at all times. And Reese, let me tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
You stop letting these bozos get to you. Here, woman, man, dog, cat, rat. I don't care who it is. You stop letting people get to you. You are going to have to understand your worth and how beautiful you are inside and out. Forget how people say or do you, and you do what you're supposed to do and treat yourself better than anybody else could. Because the person that is for you or the people that are for you are going to be for you. You ain't got to worry about none of that, whether you disabled or not. They can kick rocks, like you said. You stop allowing those looks or what people say to bother you because it's not true. You can't allow people to use or pour onto you their own personal viewpoints of themselves, and then they implement that on you. No, you stop allowing people to pour into you how they feel about themselves because all they're doing is talking about them. They ain't talking about you. They don't know you.
Sure don't. If they know me, they love me.
Exactly. So when people say something to you or look at you like you strange, don't worry about it. First of all, say thank you. I'm sexy. I know. Hey Trey, I know.
Hey
And
y'all,
and, and,
what's
and
up?
if you knew me, this wouldn't be a problem. So kick rocks and go about yourself. You probably hungry. Go
Right.
get you a daggone Snickers and fill yourself up and go about your business. Because I don't see how in the world you walking around with an attitude all the time. Ain't nobody do nothing to you. Let it go.
Thank you. And then y'all heard my sis. Don't let Weezy get a hold to your butt. You heard her. You heard her.
What y'all talking about for today? What's y'all subject for right now?
It's turn up. We talking about a lot of stuff. We talking about the youth, the future. We ain't talking about nothing in the past. Talking about the future going forward and the now. The most important of all is the present, the now.
I know that's right.
And now backwards is one. So if we focus on the now, we won. You like that, Weezy?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that too. So we focus on the now. If you focus on the now, you
You
won.
Mm-hmm.
already won because, like I
Mm-hmm.
said earlier, you correct what's in your present because it's a gift, and that will reflect or that will have a butterfly effect to your future. It's what you do now that affects the future. You can't worry about what's happening in the future because the future is not here. The
Right.
present is here. The past is no longer here. You can learn from it, yes, but it is no longer here. You have to operate in the present. You have to operate in the now, like Reese said, because we won. So anything you do now will affect the future, but you have to do it now.
Molly, you had a video for us to see? Molly?
I'm gonna step out because the music playing in the restaurant. I got an interview coming up. I don't want this
Okay.
commotion. That's what y'all show, okay? So I'm gonna tap out. I want to say hello. I
Okay,
want to step
Trey.
in.
Have a good day. Have a great
Okay, thank
I
you.
interview.
will see you
Thank
tonight in
you.
bar 210. Me and
Oh
Michelle
yeah, of
gonna come and
course.
swoop you, Trey.
Okay,
Is
that's
that
not a
okay?
problem. Yeah,
For
that's
the
not a
night.
problem. I'll send you my address.
All right, I'm gonna call you later after the show, boo. Go on
Okay,
and
not a
get
problem.
that job. Get it, boo.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm in here doing. I'm gonna see you later, okay? If I can call you right after this, if it's probably supposed to be like 10 minutes or 15, 20 minutes, so I'll get right back on.
Okay.
I just want to try to tap in if I could. All right, y'all. Bye.
Love
Bye bye,
you. Bye,
baby.
boo.
Love you.
And I
Love you.
and I
That's
think
my
I think
songbird right there.
I think Michelle in the back. I think Michelle in the back.
Michelle in the back. Michelle at work. Where's she at? Read the comments. I can't see the comments. Everything is all blurred, like I
Okay,
said,
the
because I just came
comment
from the eye doctor.
said, let's go. Um,
I don't even know what the people saying.
Michelle said, oh, Latrice said, good morning, Reese. I'm not sure
Good
if you saw
morning,
that.
baby.
Camtron954 said, shout outs.
Hey,
Michelle
Kim.
said, yep, 100%. They need to start telling the whole truth in the U.S. about the lands passed. This country was technically, in 2023 terms, was founded by criminals. Am I just being a paranoid Italian? Yogi said, good morning, fam. Michelle said, amen, Phoenix. She said, Michelle's so crazy. She said, laugh my ass off. Can I be on the board of the head? No.
She want to be on the board of the head, or she want to be on the head. What
I
you want
think
to
she
be on?
want. I think she want to be on the head. She also said, we are all human, and some days, I guess we have bad days, and some days we have good ones. But when you have a strong group of friends and family and love yourself, I think people can be unstoppable. Kenneth is in the house.
Hey,
Um,
Kim.
he was saying that all power to the people, Black Power. Let them know they treat people disabled poorly. Michael Taylor, he said good morning. Kenneth said we
Morning.
must stand up. All power to the people. Black Power. Let them know and speak. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Michelle is backstage. She said.
Oh,
I'm
she
here.
is?
Oh, hey Michelle. Look, I couldn't see. I was reading the comments.
Hey,
Hi.
baby.
Yeah, I have a little time. IT is working on my laptop. So this is what I'm doing. I was watching, so I thought, why don't I hop on and say hello? Good morning, family. Good morning, my beautiful sisters.
Good morning.
And
I
Molly.
can't see you, but I'll
Great
see
day.
you
Great
later.
day.
Can't see me, but you can hear me. That's all that matters. Okay, that's fine.
So, what do you feel about this conversation? You were talking in the chat, but what do you feel about it?
How I think, I mean, how I feel about this conversation is that I don't know. I mean, people choose to see what they want to see, and some people are more comfortable with just living within the system, if you will. Again, yeah. I mean, we're not. I mean, this is why Althea's writing a book. This is why Althea has the Morning Mac show. This is why Althea's being a comedian because now she's trying to make a sustainable future for herself. She's trying to be her own biggest supporter, her own advocate. She loves herself, so she's like, why not I just put myself out there? And again, when Althea shares her story in her comedy or in her book or even parts of it here, other people who are watching hear it. And Althea may not believe it, but because I'm an alcoholic and I've sat in AA meetings and I've learned, even if you think your story isn't that great, even if you think, there is somebody out there who is listening. And when they hear your story, you're sharing your experience and you make, even if it's just one person, feel less alone. So, in theory, Althea and I were talking this morning, and I think it's time for a change. I mean, I think we know people with my color skin are becoming the minority. I'm only okay because in the wintertime I get pale and I look white, and in the summertime I can tan, and people confuse me for being Hispanic, Puerto Rican. I've gotten called Jewish a couple of times, but I am Italian. I was born here. I was born in Brooklyn, raised on Staten Island, but my family all comes from Italy. And again, I know the reality is remaining that people who are not white are becoming the minority in this country.
Wait a minute. Stop right there, Michelle.
What?
What makes you think that? Because
What? Because I'm Caucasian. I have to check off the box that says white.
yeah,
Because
but what
my
makes you think that
ex-husband,
white people
no,
are
hang on.
becoming minority?
They are. How are they not? How are they not? If
I
you
want to know
if
how.
you how because we're not
They've
because
always been the minority. They've always
right,
been that.
right, but they've had a lot of money behind them.
The
There's a
money is
lot of
needed.
money. Follow
Yeah,
the
that's
money.
what it is. The power, the
It's the
money.
power and the money. So again, when you have power, you have money, you become the majority. When those people, even though there's more have-nots than there are haves, you got to take a step back and go, what the hell? Why do all these people who have haves and are hoarding essentially money? I mean, we watched the show on TLC about hoarders, that people keeping too many animals, too much trash, whatever, and we're all going, ew. And then we celebrate the hoarders of money on Netflix with like the Bling Empire and all those other extravagant shows, the Real Housewives of whatever fucking county in California they're living in, which is not of this planet. But still, I mean, we celebrate all these things, and then celebrities add to it by going out and celebrating all these really expensive, flashy, pretty things that they're getting. So again, and then all these people who are in the have-nots class see this. They want the life of a rock star. They want the life of a pop star as have-nots.
So they
And those
think
are
about
people.
fortifying the race by making more babies will make more wealth.
Or just one or the other. I mean, I don't know. I mean, follow the money, follow the money, follow the money. Where there's money, there's power. And I'm sorry, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure white people are not on the only people on this planet that have a lot of money anymore.
They never was. The richest person that ever lived in this was black.
He was African.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. So what? So again, I mean, I know I probably sound a little unhinged and crazy. But again,
But the thing is, what made him the richest, because he not only had the gold. See, he had resources.
Yeah.
Resources are more. They have more power than money, more power than fiat. Okay, gold, silver, cattle, land. He had it all. And this man was beyond wealthy. But the thing about him, he shared it.
Yes.
He shared it. See,
and
we can survive we can survive as a society if we share. You can't be greedy and think we're going to survive. No, this is why things are the way that they are now. We live in a world now that is all about me, who got the most, who got the biggest, who got the this, and that. When we're all together as one, we can all these people with all this money can share their money and everybody will be just fine.
That's right.
But the mentality that's out there is mine.
Yeah, that's Phoenix. It's so funny that you say that, because I always kind of have a mentality about that too. And again, I read an article about some person, some person with money, I guess, bought an invisible statue for $18,000, and I think it was an Italian artist that did it. But I'll have to Google it and I'll send it to you. But so this is again, maybe this be a tall tale for Thursday, but let's turn it up on Tuesday. $18,000 somebody spent for nothing. They knew they were buying nothing, an invisible sculpture. So you mean to tell me you have that much? Do you know what I could do with $18,000 out there?
Man.
Do you know what I could do with $18,000? Not buy nothing.
Throwing money out the window. They said he threw out over $250,000 out the window because he said that he had it and he wanted to share. He was throwing it out the window. His family got mad.
Exactly. If people share,
your butt with it.
Yeah, and at this point, when you have money, you can also leave it to your children, and you can sustain your legacies. And one thing I think that's true when you look at the people who have not, people who have had very hard lives, who have given their bodies, their minds, their souls, everything for this country. People who got abused on their own land that was taken away from them.
Money isn't a legacy, though. Your children, that legacy. You are your legacy. You're leaving behind. You got 3 legacies, Michelle. You have 3 beautiful daughters, and those are your legacies. Your children is what you leave behind. It's not so much the money. People think that your money is going to be your legacy. Weezy, you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if I cracked up. Michelle,
I think she went out. Her thing went out.
Oh, okay. But your legacy isn't the money. that's crap because we already talked about money is fictional, but what's true that you leave behind is your seed in this earth.
Yes. And
It's your
what you
children,
teach
them
them.
babies. We
Yes.
got 5 legacies.
I sure
Michelle, you
do.
got 3. I got 1 so far. But when they start reproducing and producing, they making more legacy and more legacy
Okay,
and
I'm
more
back.
legacy.
That's your lineage.
Exactly.
That's
You're
your
right.
legacy, but
That's our
that's your legacy.
that no,
Ain't
but
money.
hang on. It's our legacy. Again, ladies, have we not learned anything in this country? We have to teach our children to humble themselves when it comes to money. Just because you have money does not mean you have money. We know this. I have a name and a number. That's what I have. And money are lots of numbers being given to us by the federal government. It's not our money. Never has been, never will be. But what you have to do is you have to be smart with your money. And again, why the fuck was El Presidente, the former reality TV show host, president? Because his family had money and power. And why was he a sore loser when he lost the election? Because he's a spoiled fucking cunt faced baby brat. That's why. That's why. But again, he has money, he has power, he behaved badly, he was a rotten apple that just about destroyed this country. And if people don't want to admit it and see it, I'm sorry, it's not your problem. It's not my problem, that's yours. So follow the money. When you have money, you have power, but you have to use it responsibly because it's another drug that the government has given us and has made us addicted to keep us down. You don't think money is a drug? Does anybody think money is a drug?
Yep.
Hmm?
The love of money is that's the love of money. But that's it. We got to
And
take
I
back
rest
the
my
power.
I rest
Stop
my
the
case.
steal. You know, and like I said, everybody think the Europeans think, or the white people, sorry, think that money is power and they got control. So if they have more heirs, they'll take back more of the majority control. Come on. They was always the minority. There was always been more people of color. And,
But they
and
had
what they wanted, they took anyway. They took everything from everybody. So that, and they was bullies. That's what they do, the bullies. That's what happened to the richest man in the world. Well, by this today, would still be the richest man in the world if he wasn't hoodwinked, bamboozled, and they snatched up his stuff. They go into countries, take their resources, take their people, take their language, take everything. They're takers,
Mm-hmm.
genuine takers. They
Yeah.
always been the minority. They always been, but they had powers and numbers to
They
overrule
have
by
the
fear,
mental power
the mental power.
because they
Exactly.
strategize. Just like
That,
300. It doesn't take a lot to take over a world. The thing is, though, when you know how to get in people's minds, when you know how
mhm.
to fool them, trick them into thinking that you're a good person, and then you take over. This is how it happened for centuries. They came in because remember those that came here, the 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 pilgrims that came here was running from their government because they didn't want to be told what to do. So they came over here and did the same exact thing that their government was doing to them. That's
Mm-hmm.
the problem. But see, when you know how to use that the gift of gab and you know how to get in and get people to trust you, it's easy to stab somebody back. So this is how it's been happening all these years, all these centuries. But the fact of the matter is, we have to get smarter and learn discretion, learn how to discern who's for and who's not for us, and stop allowing people, allowing this government to manipulate us and think. We got to use our minds. We got to use our hearts. We got to stop being scared to trust and stop turning on each other and turn all these things that should be against those that are trying to harm us, not who's trying to help
I agree. I agree. And Michelle, and for those of you out there listening, Michelle doesn't mean no harm. All she's telling you is what she was taught, what she was learned, well, as far as history. So when she say like things, that's what she's taught. Yeah, you can't blame her. That's what she's taught. And look at us, what we're taught. We
us.
got to learn, people. We got to study to show ourselves approved.
Mm-hmm.
We got to learn for ourselves what the real truth is. You know,
The comments, let me read these real quick. Latrice said, yes, I agree with you. I'm leaving my sons a huge life insurance policy to help their kids and not struggle. She also said, I agree with part of what you're saying about leaving a financial legacy to our children as well. Yeah. I mean, we want to prepare them, but we have to also prepare them in other ways because the way things are going with the government, money might not even be, you know, Who
Oh,
knows?
they're going digital. They're saying that it's not going to be paper money anymore, and that's so messed up because then they, like Michelle said, they're giving you a name and a number, and they can manipulate. They,
That's what's been going on though. There ain't nothing new. Hey DJ, DJ Slicky. But yeah, the thing is though, that also
they're
too
always
turning it
finding a way.
digitalizing money is trying to find a way to control. Because if they can't tell you
Exactly,
what to do, they want to tell you what to do. Man,
exactly.
it is what it is. I ain't about to let this nonsense stress me out. But I tell you one thing,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
sit and take my children, and we're going to go
Enjoy.
see these museums. We're going to go to this daggone moon bounce thing. I'm not going to allow the stresses of this world to make my children not live. That's the one thing I learned. It took for me with all these years. Most of us have been in survival mode, which means
Mm-hmm.
you're just working, you're just taking care of your family, you just going home.
Mm-hmm.
You're not living, you're not
Mm-mm.
experiencing. You don't have to have billions of dollars or millions of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to live. Go outside and walk in nature. Talk to your neighbor. Go play with your children. Play with your
I don't like my
neighbors.
neighbor.
My kids don't know though. Look, exactly. Look, Latrice, they ain't got no baby. Just had their name on it. But we gotta learn how to just be
Just
and stop
enjoy.
and stop
Just
putting
enjoy.
what this world is telling us that we should be on ourselves and on our children, on our friends. Allow just
Yeah.
flow. You gotta
Yeah.
work. There's nothing wrong with working. You gotta pay bills. There's nothing wrong with that. But outside of that, you have a life. Live it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. If you gotta braid somebody's hair, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with braiding nobody's hair, helping them look nice under their wig can
I'm
fit
gonna fight you,
nice
Reese.
and
I'll be over there.
right.
I'll be over there.
Oh boy, you scared me. Got
Sorry.
me going out to work. He scared me because I can't see. You going early, ain't you, son? Bye.
Bye, Kai. Have a good
I
day.
Let me give y'all a
great.
little tip. But that boy got a whole bunch of knowledge. He was telling me and Molly when he talked. My son Weezy, you know how Ty is when he do talk. Michelle haven't
Hmm.
heard him talk yet because he haven't talked to Michelle
Yeah,
yet. Really.
he has.
I mean, talk, Michelle. I mean, that boy is deep, and he got like a plethora of knowledge. I love my baby. He was schooling me and earlier, and I get a lot of my ideas and thoughts from my son because actually I listen to him. He may not listen to me as much, but I listen to him to
Mm.
find out what's going on and how are they moving about things because there's a 22-year difference. And
Sandra,
Cassandra said good morning.
good morning,
Miss Lynn
Sandra.
is in here.
Felicia.
Good morning, y'all.
Gas.
I can't see nobody, so please,
You
I'm counting on my panel to yell it out. I don't even know what time it is.
got about
10, 11,
4 minutes.
26.
You said I got
About 4.
4 minutes,
About
Molly.
4. But we always go over. It don't matter. It's been a good show so far. I just like the fact that, we actually got somebody white on here and they can see that Michelle ain't got millions and billions of dollars. Because if that's the case, her and Reese wouldn't even be here right now. But I just want
I
y'all to
just want
start looking up the
They be
definition of these
traveling.
words. These words, like what do black mean? It's the opposite of white. What do white mean? Purity. It's just like all
Mm-mm.
good, so it's just like we got to stop calling people black people and white people because it's some black people out here that's all good, and then there's some white people out here that ain't shit, and then we got it
mm,
vice versa. So to call somebody a white person, you basically saying they all good. To call somebody black person, you saying they absent. Like they don't matter. And
Mm-hmm.
you got people out here screaming black power. Basically, it's absent power. It's no power there. Black lives matter. Absent lives
Oh, live
matter. So
matter, disabled lives.
yeah, they
it's the
they
same.
finessing us, man. But I think when we start to realize everything was created by man, I'm talking about everything around you, from your clothes, your glasses, your cups, everything, except us. Even us, it take two. Two
Mm-hmm.
human beings can make another. Even
Yeah.
some can have twins or more. But
Yep.
outside of that, man, we can't keep letting people give us our history and telling us we this and we come from this and one group
Mm-hmm.
is a minority and it's a majority. Ain't nobody knock on my door and ask me
Exactly.
how many people live in my house when I was
Right.
young. So I'll be like, who giving these people counts? I guess when you sign up, but it's homeless people out here. Who keeping count on them? Like it's
Mm-mm.
a lot of things. I don't think they really know how many people. They just putting a number out there, and we
Yeah.
go for it.
And the
Yep.
disadvantage that I think that like where my perspective that I'm coming from, I didn't go to college. Well, I got an associate's degree, but I was actually quite aggravated. And Althea, I think, was laughing at me when I learned about Juneteenth at the age of 45. And I was like, the fuck? And again, everybody else that I was hanging around in the circle that I was going out with, my little comedy tribe there, knew about it. And here I am feeling like a fool at the age of 45 that I'm just learning out about Juneteenth.
I'm pretty
And
sure
again, it
they
made me
didn't know.
question then, what are my children learning? What are my children learning? Why is it so terrible to admit to the atrocities that were done here to people in the United States? We're great at talking about the Germans and the Jews, that's okay, and the Italians and Mussolini, but why aren't we talking about the again, not to say it, the dictators that we had here, the people that could be the equivalent of a Hitler here?
Because the money.
We've had horrors here. Why aren't we setting ourselves free with the truth and appreciating lives and how precious they are, and that we're all human beings who torture one another for whatever reason? Oh, wait, because we have different colored skin. How fucking stupid is that?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
it's
you
because
know,
of
yeah.
money, Michelle. Because then they would have to, if they come out and say, "Oh yeah, this was the truth, it was atrocity," they would have to start giving reparations. They give reparations to countries, other countries, not
I will
even
be
people
shocked.
here. So it's
Exactly. And I
all
will be
about money.
shocked. I will be shocked if that idiot gets indicted. I will be shocked because if
Nah,
he gets indicted, then they have to admit this is nothing but a bunch of criminals running now our government. They are people who have lost sight of their mission, their vision. It has gotten
Mm-hmm.
dark, and they're now trying to dim the light on everyone else. And again, why are we letting them dim our lights? There's
Because
more.
we don't know better. We don't know better. But you
Come
know what?
on,
Listen here.
you
Listen
do,
here.
y'all do. That's the crazy thing.
Truth hurts, which is why a lot of people will not accept it. There is so much information out here. Podcasts like this,
I know.
they have so much stuff out here. Even in the movies, they put the truth in the movies. We just don't catch it. But
No,
it hurts.
and
It hurts to have your reality crumble.
and people
Or
always
what you
Google
think
what
is
they
your
want to believe.
reality. So
Yeah,
that's
people
that's why
Google.
people aren't learning. Also, with black, what Molly was talking about, black is also uh created from all the colors. So that's another thing. That's why, black is an absence, but it's also full of all the colors of the world. So
it's
we are
all
not black because we're not black. We are not, y'all not white because y'all not white. Like you said, we need to drop all these things because race is a social construct. It is not
Yes,
real.
and we
And
can't take it
and
back.
we really gonna have to get ourselves together. And it's important. We gotta have these conversations. We don't have to have them all the time, but these conversations must be had because we gotta let the truth sink in. People may not believe it, but we got to just start planting seeds. That's the only thing you can do. Recently, you asked me how we make the change. Plant seeds.
Hmm.
Plant seeds.
that's what I do. Look, I
Water
got a
them.
2-year-old niece. You think I don't talk? I get all the children around me, not even the ones that's my blood. Because I look at all the children, my children. I always talk to people. I
Oh,
always
that's
plant
that's that's true. Kenneth
knowledge.
said truth. Kenneth said truth don't hurt. It's accountability
Free.
that's the problem. That's true.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
true. It
It's,
is
it,
fact.
Absolutely.
it makes you mad
Accountability,
and piss
but
you off.
because you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror. So that's why it hurts. And
Ooh,
that mirror is that's a hard thing. But I tell you one thing, it's the best thing you could ever do.
it's humbling. It's
It's
humbling.
free you. That it will
It
free
is.
you. It
It is.
actually is liberating. Free.
It is. It's amazing what it could do. And I'm only tagging on because again, as an alcoholic, I've had a humbling experience, and I had been struggling for a little bit. I mean, you saw it out there. I've been struggling for a while, and finally, a couple of weeks ago, I got humbled to my knees, to my knees. And the humbling was, the fact is that it messed up my face, it messed up my knee, and then that's when I saw the light, and I'm like, God damn it, I have to humble myself and take action and protect me and love me and be my biggest advocate. And I'm thankful I had Althea the entire time to help me through all that. And you guys too, everybody here on the Morning Rock Show, were helping me through it. So, I mean, we got to stop. We got to just all kind of drop the charade, the mask, whatever, and now just accept that we are all human beings. That's the bottom line, because this is a topic for another time, Althea, because now gender is under attack. And again, men or women are also not being kind to one another. And again, we got to take a step back. We are all human
because
beings.
of the division.
And when
Everything is
somebody think about our
divisible.
children, thank you.
We gotta
Thank
stop. We have
And
to
it
stop
trickles
falling
down to
into
the
that
kids.
trap of divide, man. That's all
Yes,
it is. Men, let me say this. We ain't gonna go into it, but let me just say
thank
that
you.
men need women. Women
We
need
each
men.
other.
The end.
Period.
Why is it
Yes.
so hard to get that? Why are we making it where, oh, if a man ain't got no money, he ain't worth my time. If a woman ain't got no a Coke bottle shape and she ain't got a big ass, she ain't worth my time. Men don't think like that. And all women do not think that way. Yes, we
No.
want to be provided for and protected, but that's not only financial. Yes, men will love their women to look good because they want to be attracted to them, but that's not all it is. We got to stop this BS. It's BS, and everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it, and it's full of crap. Because when you get older, sex leaves. Now, I'm not saying you don't have sex, because a lot of older people still have sex. It's
Yes,
not
we
as
do.
frequent. And I'm talking about older. You ain't old, but it's not as frequent. But they still have sex. But the thing is, if you can't hold a conversation with the person you're around, you're not gonna want to be bothered. This body gets old. I'm not even old, and my boobs ain't up. So come on now. This body is going to change. But what is your spirit? How's your soul? How's your mind? Can you make me laugh? Can we walk down the street and see something and look at each other and know what we're saying? No, this is what you want. Stop worrying about this body. All these women going out here spending all this damn money to get a bigger ass and they can barely walk. Legs look like a damn popsicle stick. It don't make no sense.
I still don't understand the ass
We gotta
surgery.
stop doing that.
They going on. They say true. What's up, Malik? Malik, he said peace. Jamal said exactly. What's up, Donnell? We ain't had you. Gotta get back on the Freaky Friday, but you had a lot
Yeah,
of
you better be coming out tonight.
Yeah, he
Oh,
better
man.
come out tonight. I better see you tonight, Broham.
Oh yeah, get out there Tuesday night. You know they jamming. I always ask people all the time though, if we was colorblind, then what? And we all was
Look,
born
wait a minute.
colorblind.
I
Exactly.
always say that because I'm almost there.
Yeah, you
If you
almost there.
blind, I do that with the fat and the skinny because I feel the same way. If you can't see people, then you have to go on experience and how they treat you.
You got to use your
Then
other
what?
senses. Yep, that's how we got to look at it. And the fact of the matter is, we can see things. Okay, cool, but what is this person like on the inside?
I need to
We're
feel it.
so vain. We are so vain.
Yeah.
And
I know
Kenneth,
I look good, and I know
Kenneth,
every man in the world want me, but the reality is you can't have me, people. Every man in the world.
Right.
I mean, I'm not being vain. I'm
Say it,
keeping
boo.
that actual factual. You want this, I know, but you can't have this, and I'm not gonna let it happen.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man,
Althea,
Althea.
Althea, you gotta start walking around to that Katy Perry song, "The Dark Horse." So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you better know that you're gonna get burned. I don't think they're ready for you, Althea. They're not ready for what's coming.
They
Well,
not ready for a big, fabulous fit, stick willing, limping,
Mm.
the pin wearing. They ain't ready for all that. That's right. I got the whack. They know I got the whack.
you know what? We anyway.
That's
Kenneth,
right.
Kenneth, all you gotta do is just inbox me. I'll come on there with you or whatever. I'll do it with you. Just inbox me. Let me know.
She gonna do it with you, Kenneth. Oh, wait a minute. What y'all talking about doing?
Excuse me. This is professional, ma'am. We keeping it professional. Thank you.
What he's saying, but I heard.
Oh, he said,
she gonna
you know
do
what?
it.
Shh, behave yourself, young lady. He said, Miss Phoenix, I need to book you for empowerment workshop.
Yeah.
Yes, just send me a message. Send me a message. I'm gonna beat you up, Reese.
She's a good what?
I only do those things with one person. Thank you very much.
So I can't see. I'm just saying. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Close it out, Reese.
Huh? What you say, Molly?
Let them know where y'all gonna be tonight before we close it out.
We're gonna be at Bar 210, down at Bar 210, off of 210. I don't know the full address.
6971 Indian Head Highway. I know what it is.
Say it again, Michelle.
It said It's 6971 Indian Head Highway, Bryans Road, Maryland. And I only know it because I put it into my GPS every Tuesday after I pick up my sister comedy, Sister Althea McFarlane.
Oh, and comedy mentioned flyers coming soon. If y'all saw the flyer that Gwen put out by mistake, and that's the wrong name on it. I don't know who Fallard is. FALLARD. I don't know who that person is, but when we get the correct one out, then I will put it out on my platform and all the media platform on the May 19th. It's a Friday. There's a show at Body Oasis, and I'm part of the lineup. I'm the opener.
All right, then. Go ahead, Reese.
Like this flyer out there, but that ain't my name, so that's why people y'all didn't recognize me. So, but
they better get it straight now. Get it. Look, it can't be straight. It gotta be straight.
All platforms when they get it straight.
Get it straight, because ain't nobody playing. Y'all know her name. It's McFarlane. Okay.
Yes. Look, just called me this morning. I didn't know 7:00 this morning. Yeah, they better spell your motherfucking name right, cuz. I said, wait a minute, it ain't cell block phone check. Wait a minute, hold up. He hit me with the gangster.
He about to go and call somebody. Look, right.
I was like, Jay, what you talking about? All you got is your name. And if your name ain't right there, and I was like, wait a minute. What, JR? He was like, because my last name is your last name, and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what are you talking about? There was a flyer. Gwen put the flyer out for the show, but I didn't get a chance to see the flyer because I didn't get it. And Gwen didn't catch the name. She said that she put the wrong flyer out. She said she told the girl to redo the flyer. The girl put the wrong flyer out, and Gwen posted the wrong flyer. It says Fallard. And when
we're gonna need her to slow down because
I think
this
of
is
falling
important.
and lard ass because everybody know my lard ass fell. So that was like,
you know what?
And when I saw that, and I guess just got a little perturbed.
Well, because he understands. See, this is your people. He's looking out for you. So this is what you got. This is what I was saying earlier. You gotta trust it. You gotta trust exactly. You gotta trust and know that all that you need, you already have. You have people looking out for you. You're gonna look. This is what I was saying earlier, and you gotta understand and know this, and just know whatever you need, you got. It's within you. It's around you. You got it. You're good. But while we talking about things that are coming up, you guys, this Saturday, April 22nd, the No Filter Show will be hosting an ice cream social. This is infused, not with edible, you guys, alcohol, infused ice cream. They have vegan options. We're going to do a comedy show. Joe Champ is going to be the comedian there. We're going to have musical performances by Elsie Stacks, and we may have others. And the No Filter Show will be live and in person doing a podcast on this event on Saturday, you guys. We're going to be at 55 M Street Northeast from 3 to 7. Is it 3 to 7? 3 to 7 p.m. on Saturday. Y'all come join us on the rooftop. It's basically coming to get a taste of summer with us. It's been nice and warm. The weather been good. Sun been out. Why not come get some ice cream with your favorite podcast outside of this one? The No Filter Show.
Alcohol and milk.
Come join us.
My two favorite things that run right through me.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Look, the vegan doesn't have milk in it, so you can have an option. But they are tickets. The tickets are $30. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to G.I. Mo. You can reach out to Francis Taylor, Keon Reed, Star Joyner. You can reach out to Catcher Ice Cream. That's CATCHHER ice cream to get your tickets. Yes, it's Catch. It's CATCHHER.
Okay.
And Sheena Anthony. This is the flyer, you guys. I've been posting. We just want to see you guys there. We want to have a great time. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so fun. I'm excited. It's going to be Saturday on the rooftop for adults because we're going to have a good time. We want to have adult conversation. We want to have adult fun. We want to have fun in the sun and enjoy each other. So this Saturday, 3 to 7.
On the rooftop. How many steps I got to climb?
I don't think you got to climb really no steps. It's in the place. You're probably going to be elevator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nobody going to be fixed, Vicky. Hush. We got this. You come on down here and you come join us. How about that?
I got elevators so you can roll right in, Slick. You know, I'm
Right.
looking out for the handicap accessible. I'm like,
Look,
making sure
right.
it's
We
all
trying to
right.
make it. We gonna make it do what it do. Just come join us and have a ball. I'm so excited, you guys, because this is our first event of the year with the No Filter Show, Red Vision. Um, if y'all don't know, it's gonna be Telemade Rock, Star Joiner, K Quick, GIMO, and myself, the Blue Phoenix. And we gonna show off. Y'all know how we do on the show. Live and in person is totally different. Okay. And we are not filming it. So if you ain't there, you gonna miss it, baby. You better come on out.
They keeping that behind the same footage for themselves. That's okay. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 10:30 to 11:30. Even though Reese trying to switch it, you know. But.
No, I'm not going to switch it. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, April the 29th, I have a speaking engagement. I'm actually going to be professional. Michelle seen my dress and everything.
Don't be professional.
I know that's right, Reese.
That's what I'm talking about, Reese. Where you gonna be professional?
You know what I mean. It's a different light. You want to see me in, not so much the jokey, the wise quacking, but it's going to be the AM mornings coming out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Miss Morning.
So y'all can get my books at the event, and it's a speaking engagement. So y'all come out and support. It's going to be a Martin Crosswinds. It's going to be the lovely tea party. Well, y'all going to get fed. The ticket price of that is $50. You Martin Crosswind and I think it's 4. They're going to be eating for like an hour and a half. So you get your tea, crumpets, then they get the cake thing, then you get your lunch thing, then you get your tea thing.
You're getting the hookup, basically.
You know, look, however, this is my first tea party. However they doing it, but you
gonna like it. Tea parties are really nice.
I didn't know they had food like that, so.
Yeah, she ready.
It depends on who who's making it, because tea parties are actually, the food is supposed to be like midday, so it's supposed to be like in between lunch and breakfast. So it's not supposed to be.
I
heavy.
heard it's catered by them. It's nice. Martin's Crosswind, y'all know it's a fancy affair.
Shit. What up, Boney Ronnie? Fishbone in here.
My baby in here. He missed me. Oh, he do love me. Hey, Molly, I told you Fish will be back.
Oh, I know it. You knew something I ain't know. What up, Boney Ronnie, man? We gotta get you on here one morning when you free, man.
Yes. Louise, you gotta meet my other husband.
Husband. That means it's more than one.
How many husbands?
You hear that, Bone?
Well, hey, look, we gonna meet these potential husbands, because you ain't married yet. We need some rings on these fingers, yeah?
Look, I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. It's better to be a jack of all trades
than a
master of one. I'm a jack of all trades, but not a master of one. It's better to be a jack of all trades than a master of none.
And Melvin said hello. Melvin Taylor.
I can't see.
Say hello, baby Reese Cut. You better get out of here, Boney Ronnie, man. We'll be back on here tomorrow, 10:30 to 11:30.
Wellness Wednesday.
Make it back in, Michelle Pucciarelli. Our boy Trey had an interview today. He'll be back on Wellness Wednesday.
Good luck, Trey.
Dr. Brenda Joy will be on tomorrow too. Louisa, will you be joining?
No, I have class. But if I don't, if I get out early enough, then I'll come.
Will you be here Friday for the Freak
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna talk about Freaknik, because Michelle did not know what Freaknik was. She thought it was an orgy. So we gotta.
It basically was, in a way.
No, it was a party. But Michelle,
but you know what was going on.
Michelle said, "Freaknik? Oh, does that we got to explain to our sis what Freaknik is. That an urban term? Is that only black people knew what Freaknik was?
Mm-hmm.
I saw white people down there freaknicking, and you know." Molly, you was at the Freaknik. Molly, what you know?
Okay, you guys.
Friday.
Have a wonderful Tuesday, everybody.
Yeah.
I can't.